And then to address the salient point of the PAC, about 15% it will be obsolete, which I've highlighted, reiterated again. It's not really an accurate statement. It's not being obsolete, but it's facing obsolescence issue, process of being obsolete. And we have actually engaged the various OEM in Europe to ascertain about the status of those equipment. That they have come back to us and giving the assurance that those equipment are not obsolete. It's just required for it to be carried out for the routine preservation. You put it into the store, you have to preserve it. 6 months, 12 months, you have to go and check about humidity, about the wrapping, about the if you have any oil component, you have to be checked, you need to be changed, all those. But it's not being obsolete. It's just that some of the routine preservation is not being done. So it's about obsolescence issue, but not has arrived to the state of being obsolete. Okay? So I hope that clarifies the inaccurate understanding of those statements. That is one element yang being brought up. So you talk about TV. TV is not mission critical to a war fighting. It was meant for leisure activity on board the ship for the crew punya spare time. So even though it's being obsolete because the ship was planned to be delivered in 2019, it was bought according to the original plan. So we have the TV available for us to be installed on board in 2019, but we have this delay. So we have those TV, but those TV comparatively with the overall value of the ship, is quite minuscule in a sense. So we cannot equate the obsolescence or TV being obsolete as an issue with respect to mission critical equipment for the whole ship in terms of war fighting. Zakat TV, you beli TV, I pun beli TV sekarang. 2-3 tahun dah come another model, come another technology. So it's quite a normal domestic issue. So we cannot equate obsolescence of TV to the obsolescence of war naval application. So and the value is quite minuscule comparatively with the whole cost of shipbuilding or warship. We have to have the objectivity in mind in reading because it's quite sensational, but which everybody can relate to. But you have to get more objectivity. With more objectivity on those so-called argument. Okay.
Equipment still will be installed in the ship, is it?
Excuse me.
All these equipment still will be installed in the ship, is it?
Yeah, we still be able.
As racer.
No.
Still will install and use it.
Yeah, it still remain relevant. Okay, I just want to highlight one very salient point. In our original contract, in the selection of mission critical equipment, big ticket item like the gun, the missile, the main engine. One of the requirements for the OEM to fulfill is that it has to be supportable for 30 years. So there is no issue of it being obsolete within this time frame. So that is a commitment guaranteed and provided for in the contract with the OEM. So I can assure you that is actually being catered for in the contract. So it's still usable and not obsolete. Okay?
So can we say that 1.7 billion, 100% are still will be used for this project, or what's the percentage?
Well, I mean, you want to equate the percentage of the TV being obsolete. How much the percent? I think 0.01% of 1.7
so we
billion.
can say it's 100% will be used.
Yeah, I mean, in practically sense, it could along that line. Okay, I cannot say, I would be lying that 100% will be not obsolete. But the context that I mentioned to you, the example, you have to look at more on the objectivity of our argument and explanation. Okay. With that, can we move on to see the ship, which is more interesting than see things in the store?
So okay. You've got to spend money again to make those equipment that you say in the process of obsolete.
Yeah, those I don't know now because we are in the process of engaging the OEM for them to come back and do a survey to see what's the situation, the condition of those equipment, and for them to quote back.
So there will be additional costs?
Yes, there will be additional costs. Second point is about that 1.7 million, whether those actually already obsolete. We explained it. It's not really accurate. I said inaccurate because the term obsolete means it's already useless. But we're saying that is in the process of having obsolescence issue. Obsolescence is a process. Obsolete is the end state of that process. So it has not arrived at the end state. So obsolescence can be managed if we continue and able to carry out those routine maintenance. And to mitigate that so-called concern about it being obsolete, I mentioned to you we have get assurance with all the OEM, especially those mission critical, combat critical items, that those equipment are still in operation, supportable for the next 25 years or so. So it's not obsolete at all. If you want to equate the obsolescence issue to element of TV, which I said is not really combat or mission critical equipment, it's meant for leisure activity on board the ship for the crew. It's not entirely so-called fair to equate obsolescence of TV to obsolescence of the military ship.